Okay, hello. My name is Sushi. This is going to be a submission video for Summer Games Done Quick 2019. This is going to be Portal Inbound's Legacy, and I'm going to be submitting this as a relay race with Alex Howe, Connor Ace, and can't even, and not a relay race, a relay of all main categories, which would be really cool. It's something we'd like to show off. It would be an exhibition of all the four main categories defined by the community, all in one sitting. It would be about a nice hour of good Portal action. I think it's really cool because a lot of games, their different categories stem from a lot of different methods of completion or just any percent or glitchless. Like, with glitches or no glitches. And Portal, we're completing the same levels every single time, but just with completely different restrictions that just create a completely different run and really show you what thinking with Portals means. This would be the Inbound's Legacy leg of the relay, and it would be the third fastest, second slowest. This category is a nice middle ground between inbounds and glitchless. It was made to simulate what inbounds was like before the save glitch was discovered, which is that glitch that we do in inbounds that makes the Twitch chat spam question marks and all that stuff. So yeah, Inbounds Legacy features a lot of cool glitches, like of course the main movement glitch of the game, accelerated backwards hopping, which you can see me playing around with right now. It also features portal bumping, and stuff of that sort, acute angle glitches. The run, for the most part, until we get to the latter half of the run, this run is very approachable to viewers, and it's not too stale and boring either. It looks a lot like a speedrun, is what I'm trying to say. This Legacy definitely has the most unique placing in terms of the other categories. It's a little bit more arbitrarily defined, but in my opinion, is my favorite category. It's the most fun category for me. But yeah, this category features a lot of movement that's similar to that of glitchless, but ABH for the start. You get to see a lot of that. You also get to see my keyboard in the top left. This is post commentary over my personal best currently. Going through the chambers, you can see it's a lot of like intended solutions that a lot of players would grab or would know. For example, putting that cube on that button. It's not quite like Inbounds where you save glitch to the door. However, it is put in with a little bit of nuance. That ABH to the end of the elevator really shows that it's a lot faster. It's a lot more faster paced, and it's a lot more cooler to watch. There's a lot more cool stuff happening than the other categories that either get completely skipped because you can think with portals more by using more intense glitches, or just because you don't have access to movement glitches in the glitchless category. Again, there's a lot of things that are true for the other categories are true in Inbounds Legacy, such as waiting in Chamber 0405 for GLaDOS' dialogue. You also have to wait in Chamber 18, good donation reading time, good time to fool around, some banter perhaps. But again, like I said before, the one portal gun section where you only have one portal, your blue portal and your orange portals are placed in predetermined locations. A lot of this section plays a lot out like glitchless. And then the later half of the run just feels like it's complete own run where you just completely destroy the chambers. And it's the chambers that the viewers will be able to see and recognize, but have no idea what you're doing, just have their jaw drop. Which, of course, will drop even more by the time we would get to Out of Bounds in the relay, but I'm getting caught up with myself. Of course, you'd think my PB would be good and have the ABH over Goo trick. ABH, and of course, the main movement method. You can ABH in a lot of places, such as in Chamber 8, where you could use it to hit on that platform and save about 2 seconds here. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at this game, but that would be something to look out for in a marathon run. Chamber 9 actually has a really cool solution. It's exactly similar to the inbounds run, but it's not something you do in glitchless, which is shooting the portal under the door. It's not an incredibly precise portal shot, but you can fail it. Just shooting one half under the door and one half over the door, you're able to zip and zoom back out of it. But coming soon here, once we're out into Chamber 11-12, that's when this Inbounds Legacy really takes its character. We get a little bit of time to warm up, but of course, Chamber 10 does have the door launch. That's another cool thing to talk about in a marathon. It's a really hard trick. Like, the best runners maybe have 5% consistency on it. It saves 5 seconds by sloping off of a door hinge, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but that door back there, you can slope off of it and AFH all the way to the elevator. It's incredibly hard. Not gonna happen, but oh well. But yeah, I like to call it inbounds legacy. I also like to refer to it as inbounds no major glitches or inbounds no save glitch, as that's a lot of what we're going to be skipping. There are a couple of small things. There are some edge glitches that are banned, but for the most part, it's just really unintended solutions with minor glitches, as in that chamber we're just able to hit the spacebar and jump to the end of the level. Really simply like that. Coming up in chamber 12 is there's going to be a really cool strafe and then a cube throw. The cube throw that we are going to see here is also present in the glitchless run. However, it's made easier by a glitch called a super cube throw. Essentially, there are two ways of releasing an object. You can either left click to throw it, or you can press E to release it. If you do both at the same time in quick succession, you'll actually get the speed from both methods. So that makes that very easy. Usually doing that in glitchless, you need a really nice, like, thrusting, not thrusting, but really like an oomph motion, a swing with it, a swing up to it. I don't know why the word thrusting came to my mind, but that's a really good way to visualize it, I suppose. They're just putting oomph on the cube. Kind of like there when it just kind of seizures off the button. You'll see it here. Just a small little push to it in chamber 13. As, yeah, the run really starts to pick up character, except in chamber 14, which is the same in every single category. The most forgettable chamber in Portal, chamber 14, a small fling to the end. Simply cannot do it justice. I lost a lot of time there, wow. It's been a while since I've rewatched my PB. It's always great to see. No speedrun is perfect. But Portal for sure is a real crowd pleaser, especially showing off like in a relay race. Not relay, it's not a race. I don't know why saying the word relay. The word race always wants to come out of my mouth. But you just get to see so much of this game, and it's such a short game too, so it only takes about an hour of time. I'm totally not biased at all when I say it's cool. Whoa, chamber 15, doing a seam shot into the observation room. Here's a portal bump that actually did mess up a lot. A portal bump is essentially when you're playing the game, if you try to shoot a portal on top of another portal, that obviously does not make sense. You cannot shoot a portal on a portal. That would be like some weird Inception stuff. I don't know, but the game actually handles it in a very natural way, where if you try to shoot a portal onto another portal, the game will simply bump it to the left or to the right, depending on where what part of the portal you shot at. However, there's a major logic error when they programmed this feature in that they never checked to see if there was a wall in between where the portal was being bumped to. So as exhibited in chamber 16 here, it is extremely broken, as we're able to skip some walls there. Or skip just the chamber entirely, because we basically spawn right next to the start. There's a 20-second cutscene right there at the start of the chamber that we just completely skip by portal bumping through the door. It's very fast. Chamber 17, we get to meet the companion cube. Unfortunately, this is one of the two categories where we do have to kill the companion cube. It never gets easy. Every single run, just loathing, agony, pain, all of the above. All of that. But we do use it as a body shield, of course. We do get that companion cube battle scarred, and oh, I do not remember that from my PB. Oh well, small death. It happens. And then just a portal bump here will get you right to the end. You don't have to do all those bonding trials with your companion cube, so it hurts a little less to let go of them. But unfortunately, you hate to see it. Regardless, some small portal bumps are just able to skip the majority of chambers 15, 16, and 17. Going into chamber 18, though, we're going to be introduced to a new glitch, which is called the edge glitch. The edge glitch is also known as the baby save glitch. It's very confusing. Essentially, by getting stuck on an edge, this game has this real weird state where it believes your camera has gone through the portal, but your body has not gone through the portal. And because of that blue portal we just shot by getting stuck here, our camera actually goes through to the other side of that door, and we're able to shoot a portal shot into the next part of this level. So, it's kind of confusing because what you see is not really what you're seeing. It's a glitch in the Matrix per se, but it's definitely more confusing than the rest of the run, and it gets extremely confusing as we get introduced into chamber 19, as we're going to see the large angle glitch. The large angle glitch is essentially a wrong warp glitch, where it's based off of the game's unstuck code. We get the game to believe we're stuck, and because of that, it will put us in the last position the game thinks we were unstuck. But since we were never stuck in the first place, the game basically just poops us out somewhere random. So by doing that here, we're sent halfway across the level already in the escape sequence. Normally in your playthrough, you would be met with the oven where GLaDOS tries to kill you. However, we just completely skipped that, so gotta go fast. And we'll be doing another one right here after a series of edge glitches to get into the Chamber 9 section, while having a portal all the way in the chamber, like, the start of the level section. So that's really cool. I did mess it up once, but it doesn't lose too much time to immediately reload. It's a very precise trick. It's also prevalent in the inbounds run. It's a big run killer. But going to EOO, it's just a lot of really clean movement and clean portal shots. There's another cycle there with those pistons. It's very easy to make the fast cycle once you are fairly used to the movement, but just, yeah, a lot of quick portal peaks. Portals, of course, do have travel time, so you can shoot one and then back into a portal before it finishes shooting, and you can really abuse that to get a lot of distance. Going to Escape 01, there's a really cool trick called Turret Flippy Skippy Tricky, and there's a very long name with it. All of them rhyme, fortunately. We'll probably have that one written up on a flashcard so we can remember it, but it's this trick right here where you're able to shoot a portal right into that corridor over there. It's a lot more precise than it seems. Thankfully I was able to get it first try, and some portal bumps and an angle glitch. That wall is angled, so when you walk through it, you're able to clip through the glass. Skips activating that rocket turret. And there, that's using the portal's collision. If we shoot the portal very close to the glass, the game will actually think that we're going through the portal because we're so close to the portal. But then the game realizes we're going through the glass and it stops us, so we'd actually get stuck in the glass. But by shooting another portal on another side, we're able to repeat the same effect and essentially phase through the glass. Now, I know you like confusing glitches, so we're back on our BS, per se. The acute angle glitch is basically the same trick as the large angle glitch. It's a wrong warp. And by doing that, we're able to get into the boss room chamber with a turret. Normally, you're supposed to use a rocket turret that appears after a cutscene. However, we can skip the cutscene and using the rocket turret entirely by bringing a turret into the chamber. When the turret shoots GLaDOS, it does all the damage required to drop her cores as if we were using the rocket turret. So it speeds up the fight quite nicely, and just by making do of all of the cores by edge glitching into the incinerator, by getting a portal inside of it, we're able to finish up the run quite nicely. But yeah. That's going to be the submission for Summer Games Done Quick 2019, Portal Inbounds Legacy in a relay with Connor Ace, Alex Howe, and Ken Even. Really hope we can get this in. I feel like it would be really nice, but regardless, I don't know. How do you end off a submission video? Thank you. Have a nice day.